Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is LJ if you do not know, and I do a ton of travel vlogs and travel videos. Anytime I go on a nice little adventure or weekend trip, I make sure I have to film, just so then I have a nice little video diary at the end of all of my trips and adventures so I can look back on them. So if you guys are interested in traveling, or if you like to see foreign places, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram because I keep all of my content right there for you guys to look at. And for this video, this was a very spontaneous trip that I just took. I did a weekend trip to South Korea. That is, anytime I say it out loud, I am shocked because I don't really believe that I did that, and I think that I'm slightly crazy for doing that, but it was worth it. It was so good. Seoul is one of my favorite cities to visit. I had the opportunity to go last May, and when I went last May, that was all by myself. I will put the video up on the top corner, whatever corner it is. But that was a really fun trip, and I got to spend a week in Seoul. And now this time around, I wanted to go because Ateez, they announced that they were starting their world tour, and they were doing the first video in Seoul. So I had to jump on the chance. I called my mom. She said that she was free and that she would come with me. So that's how I ended up in South Korea for 3 days for the weekend with my mom. So I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through it. I will make a separate video just for my concert experience, because getting tickets and the day of as a foreigner at a concert venue in South Korea, that was an experience in and of itself. So I will have a completely separate video for that, and that will be the next video that I post. They shouldn't be too far apart in posting, so you'll have that to look forward to. But let's just hop right into it. I left Honolulu, Hawaii on January 24th. It was 11 a.m. was my flight. I flew Korean Air from Honolulu to Incheon, and I left on the 24th, and I arrived at 6 p.m. on the 25th of January. So with the international dateline, jumped a day ahead. The flight was 10 hours. I didn't think it would be 10 hours, but the winds must have been really winding that day because it was 10. So I got there. My mom had already she landed 3-4 hours before my flight, so she hung out at the airport for that time. And once we landed, we grabbed some food in the airport because it was late. We were tired. So we got food at the airport at the restaurant that I ate at right before I left Incheon last May. So we had food. It was delicious. It was so yummy. I love the tonkatsu and their udon. So good. After we got our food, we got on the Ateez, which is the express train from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station. That train ticket looks like this. I pre-ordered all of my tickets ahead of time on this website and app called Klook. So useful. We even got to visit Lotte World, Seoul Sky, buy all those tickets on Klook because they're cheaper, and you skip the line. You just order it online, QR code, scan in to get through. So you get on the Ateez, and then this little QR code, you have to scan it to get in and out, so don't lose your ticket. The train ride, the express train ride, it takes about 45 to 50 minutes to get into the city, and once we got there, we had to get on the subway, and it was another 45 minutes to our Airbnb. But we got to our Airbnb, checked in. Our Airbnb was so nice. I'll insert all of those clips here. Airbnbs in Seoul are so much cheaper, and they're so nice. Like, don't get a hotel. You really don't have to, because our Airbnb was only $40 or $50 per night. It was right by the subway station. Moving on to day one, which was January 26th. We started at Gwangjang Market and got there around 10-ish, I want to say. I think the market opened at 10. And so we got there 10:30. And so we were walking around, stalls were still just opening up. And I had an apple pie snack, and it was so good. I wish I took a video or a photo of the stall that we went to, but it was just this small little apple pie filling with cream. Oh, guys, it was delicious. There were so many good food and good foods and good eats at Gwangjang Market. But if you go, get an apple pie. It was so delicious. It was right by the stall that was showcased on the Netflix show Street Food Asia. That stall, they sell kimchi and pork dumplings and noodles. So when my mom and I were walking around, we saw all these people sitting at the stall, and this was one of the only stalls that were open at that time. So we sat our butts down, got some food, and it was delicious. It was so good. But Street Food Asia on Netflix, you guys can take a look, and there's more history on that market and the different street foods that they sell in that market. So definitely take a look. It's only a 20-minute show, and I saw it the other day. Great story. It was really, really good. After we ate our noodles and dumplings at the market, we made our way over to one of the palaces. I'm so worried to butcher this. Changyanggung Palace. I'll also put it right here, and maybe I'll do a Google Translate. But we went to one of the 4 palace grounds. And I had visited this park before, but there was a whole section of it that I missed. So even though I had visited prior, I still saw new things this time, which was really cool. So we walked around there, and they had the most beautiful garden and greenhouse and lake that I have ever seen. It was amazing. It was gorgeous. And there was little cats. It was freezing outside, so our toes were frozen, but it was so beautiful. Like, I can only, just being there, it makes you think, like, it makes me very thankful, because I don't live in the Joseon dynasty or any olden day where heat and cars and electricity, like when they didn't have that, I don't know what I would have done. We got on the bus, and then it took about 30-ish minutes to go to Yonsei University. So we went back to Yonsei, walked around the campus. I love that campus. It is gorgeous. I do plan to study abroad there next fall, so I will be back. And that campus is so gorgeous. We finally got to go to the amphitheater, and I wanted to see that last time I was there too, but I didn't think about it when I was there, so we got to go to the amphitheater this time. The amphitheater is where they do all of their pep rallies, and they have a show that they made about the cheer team at Yonsei, but they couldn't officially use Yonsei. So they had filmed it in that amphitheater, and it was so cool to be there. Guys, it was amazing. We visited the school store, walked around, and then we headed towards Hongdae Street. And Yonsei is one subway stop, maybe 2 bus stops from Hongdae, which is a very popular night shopping area. There's lots of good things over in that area, so gotta walk around, good shops. We went to, I believe, Line Friends. There was a few stores that we walked into, like M Playground. There was one store they had just 17 stuff, and I got a little keychain, so I have a little cute otter keychain. They had capybara keychains, so lots of cute little doodads, and it's a great place for souvenirs as well. And then after We got our strawberries, the candy coated strawberries. I did get those in Japan as well. That's one street food, that candy, dessert, whatever you want to call it, that is a must. So delicious. And then after we did all of that, we made our way towards Myeongdong, and we rode the funicular to go up to the cable cars and took the cable cars up to Namsan Tower. So around sunset, we were up at Namsan Tower. They had an art gallery up there. They had what else did they have? We got chicken. We got some fried chicken, which was delicious, from BHC Chicken. But there's a lot of things to do up in Namsan Tower, and so we spent the evening up there, saw the most beautiful sunset, and then made our way back down to walk Myeongdong Shopping Street, another lively neighborhood and another lively shopping street. So we did that. We got some dumplings and soup for dinner. We shared a meal from the Michelin star restaurant that I visited last time. It was just as good as I remember it. Just as good. But that was pretty much it for day one. We did a lot. It was my mom's first time in that city, so I was like, okay, give me a list of things you want to see. We want to hit a list of things that I don't care if we redo some of the things that I've seen before, because I was there for the Ateez concert, y'all. It was such a good weekend. So day two was January 27th, and that was our concert day. So I'm gonna just kind of breeze through that one really quick. I'll go into, like I said before, I'll make a whole nother video for this part, for this day. But we woke up at 10, headed towards the concert venue. But that day we ended up going up to Seoul Sky, and we had some good food. We had the concert in the evening. I'm gonna end it there because there's a lot I could say, but I'm gonna wait because that will be, if I say it now, it'll make it an extremely long video. So moving on to our third day, day three, that was January 28th. And this was, I like to call this my time traveling day. So we woke up at the Airbnb, and we got out of the Airbnb maybe around 9 a.m. We got out, we checked out, we had to do the food trash, all those things. Then we got some breakfast at Tim Hortons, which was right downstairs from our Airbnb. So, guys, it was like a grilled cheese, spicy chicken sandwich thing that they had. And it was so yummy. All the food I ate there was so good. So we had Tim Hortons for breakfast. Then we headed over to the Seoul Sky train station because we were over at Seoul Sky the day before, and we saw that they had lockers for our stuff because my flight wasn't until 8:30 p.m. So we had all day in the city. So we decided that we were gonna go to Lotte World, and I had never been before. And I knew that they had the coin lockers over at that substation, but I just didn't really know how to use it. Not too bad. I thought it was only gonna be Korean, like locals could use it, but foreigners, it is foreigner friendly. You just have to get the T-Money app on your phone. We walked over to Lotte World, and that place is massive. I knew it was big, and I knew there was a lot of stuff to do, but I did not realize how big it was. We get there, and we bought our tickets on Klook because they were 35 or 30% off or something, and then we just had to find the West Wing gate, I think is what it was called, to get in. But once we got inside, you have access to everything. At first I thought that, because they have Magic Island, which is one park, and that has the castle and it's a little island and stuff. It's really cute. I thought that was a separate ticket than the normal ticket and everything. It was not. So we got to go to Magic Island. We got to hang around the park, but it was a really fun day. There were some lines that were super long, and I like roller coasters, but my mom is not the biggest roller coaster person, so we did more of the tame, mundane rides. So we didn't have to wait in any line crazy long. There was a water ride, which was really cool. My favorite one was the hot air balloon, because they had a monorail on, I think, floor 3, and then the 4th floor they have a hot air balloon ride which takes you around the entirety of the inside of the park. So we were able to get a not a fast pass, but like a comeback time for that. So we went there at 2. After we spent the day at Lotte World, went back towards Seoul Sky, grabbed some stuff from 7-Eleven for my friends back here in Hawaii, and then we got an Uber and headed off to the airport. So it was a jam-packed weekend. And I mean, I only touched on the first full day and then my last full day here in this video, but it was a good one. The car ride from Seoul Sky to Incheon Airport was about an hour. So I got there, got through security, got my ticket, and then I ended up leaving. We were boarded and on the plane by 8:30. Craziest thing is my flight to Incheon, like I said, was 10 hours. My flight back was 6.5. We left on Sunday the 28th at 8:30. I think we took off for closer to 9 p.m., but we landed Sunday the 28th at 8:30 a.m. in Honolulu. So I lived the same day twice, which one day was a very active type of day. Like, we did Lotte World, we were traveling, we went back over to Seoul Sky and stuff. And then the other Sunday that I lived, Hawaii Sunday, I got home, showered, took a nap, laid in bed all day. So it was a fun trip. If you guys ever have the opportunity to do something crazy, like go to a foreign country for the weekend, I think it's a great experience and it's a good thing to try out at least once. But I think that I'm gonna end this video here. I can tell that I've been talking for a long time, so I'll have to cut this video down a little bit. But like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys for the next video, which will be more of the concert vlog. So tune in for that one, because guys, it was good. It was so good. Okay, I will end it here and I will see y'all later. Peace out.